Welcome to the Corset Making Library, the new home for the corset making section of the Foundations Revealed archive. I'm Luana, a professional corset maker, corset making teacher, and former mentor at Foundations Revealed, where I worked for 8 years. As you may have now heard, after 17 years, Foundations Revealed closed in June 2025. I know I'm not alone in being sad to see it close. The Foundations Revealed archive hosted an incredible wealth of knowledge, and I couldn't bear the thought of all that knowledge disappearing and being lost, which is why I'm taking matters into my own hands and starting a corset making library. When I first discovered Foundations Revealed about a decade ago, it was integral in helping me grow as a corset maker, as it helped to fill in gaps in my knowledge, and it really helped me develop my skills, as it has for many people all around the world. The past mentors, editors, and founder are all in support of me setting up this library and taking on the project of saving what I can of the archive. And I'm feeling a little bit better about Foundations Revealed closing, knowing that part of the legacy is going to continue on and will be able to continue helping makers moving forward. I've been reaching out to the writers individually, and so far the response has been overwhelmingly positive, with 95% of the writers giving me enthusiastic permission to republish their work as part of the new corset making library. If you didn't know, the writers who contributed to the Foundations Revealed archive retained copyright over their work and are free to republish their work elsewhere once 6 months has passed from the date of original publication. So we're not breaking any rules by republishing it here. Access to the corset making library will be via a membership and will include access to a forum. As part of my preservation efforts to save what I can of the archive, I'm setting this library up as a not-for-profit so that I can keep the membership costs as low as possible and invest back into the corset making community whenever and wherever I can. Membership funds will cover the cost of setting everything up, ongoing overheads, scholarships, commissioning new content when funds allow, cover my time, and pay commissions to the writers who help promote the library. I want to keep use of membership funds transparent, so I'll periodically publish where funds are spent. If in the event membership takes off and it ends up making a profit, I'll put it to a vote with the members who can decide what to do with any profits. This could be investing in a new workshop or series of articles, creating extra scholarship places, or adding extra functionality to the library section of the website. It's going to be a huge undertaking to get this all up and running. I identified over 600 workshops and articles that I'd love to host here on the Corset Making Library, and it's going to take many hours of work to process all these articles and workshops, liaise with the writers, and just do all the admin behind the scenes on getting everything set up and functional. Before I can begin the process of republishing the content, I need to finish up a couple of other projects that I already have going on at Vanyanís. So the plan is to dedicate my time from October 2025 to the endeavour of getting the library set up and functional. I'm hoping to have everything set up by the end of the year. There's going to be a bit of an outlay at the start to cover the cost of setting up the website so it can become a proper home for the corset making section of the Foundations Revealed archive. There's additional plugins I'll need to purchase, and I'll also need to hire my website developer to do some work to the website behind the scenes so that we can get everything set up and functional properly. If you're in the position to do so, please consider prepaying for some membership or even making a small donation if you just want to see this project succeed. Any upfront funds will go into covering the website costs. Make sure you register your email in the form below the video to ensure you're the first to hear when the library opens up. I do hope you'll join me on this corsetry adventure. I'm so happy to be saving what I can of the Foundations Revealed archive, and I'm honoured that so many of the writers have given me permission to republish their work here so that a small part of the legacy of Foundations Revealed can live on in the library at the Vanyanís School of Corsetry.